There are over 7 billion people that live together on this planet. 7 billion people that call this place home. And 96% live somewhere other than the United States. No matter where we live, we all start and end the same way. Every time you blink, one of us arrives. And every time you take a breath, one of us leaves. Across the globe, day or night, we share the same needs. The need to be loved. The need to be known. The need to be connected with others. And the great need for the gift of hope. We all want to know that our story really matters. And the good news is, there is one who loved us so completely he died on a cross, died to rescue us from the suffocating consequence of our sin and give us the gift of life forever. Jesus was so passionate, he gave his very life to meet our deepest need. And the hard news, there are close to 3 billion people who have never heard this message.
Bye. See you, Nikki. Wait for the camera. Bye. Bye-bye.
Thankfully, there are many who have this passion and have sacrificed their entire lives to share this message. They've chosen to live their lives for a mission, to follow Jesus around the world, loving and sharing his gift of life. These are the rescuers. They're often called missionaries. They've left their family and friends, their community, and the comforts of their home. Their hearts beat for the needy, the hungry, the enslaved. They long for them to be freed through the hope of Jesus Christ. But please know there is a cost for these servants. The work is exhausting and can become very discouraging as isolation, weariness, and lack of community can cause them to lose heart. How do these servants rest and reconnect? Where does the encourager go to be encouraged? Where does the listener go to be heard? Where do the comforters go to be comforted? Where do the rescuers go to be renewed?
Hey, this is Matt and Laura Parker, and we are missionaries in Southeast Asia. We work in counter-trafficking, and we lived in Thailand for 2.5 years and came off the field this past July, and we were pretty much an emotional wreck just from the transition back overseas.
Our last furlough, which was our second furlough in the States, we took the opportunity, as do most missionaries, to visit all of our churches and also the families that partner with our ministry here in Brazil. And as much as a blessing as it was, it really proved to be pretty tiring, and possibly even we were more tired at the end of our furlough year than when we began.
Several years ago, we found ourselves, our family, in a wilderness, and so we know what it's like to be just emotionally drained, physically exhausted, spiritually empty, just done. And it's a hard place. We understand that, and that's the place that God used, right?
It really is.
That was when He really began burdening our hearts to come alongside missionaries and other servants that were in a place where they really needed not only rest but heart renewal. And so that's really where Hideout Ministries began.
Hideout Ministries is really a place where missionaries' hearts are cared for. It's a safe place where guests are listened to, loved on, and given space to rest, renew, and rediscover their relationship with God and each other. I mean, really, our desire is that a week-long stay at Mountain View Lodge would help them at the heart level, that it would rekindle their passion for God, for each other, and especially that individual call that each one has been given. And that's really our heart. That's what we're here to do.
You provided us with a great lodge, a place that our team could come together to pray, to strategize, to think of how we can continue doing ministry among Hispanics.
It is such a tranquil location, a great place to just sit with God and collect your thoughts, really kind of, for us it was triage, to figure out all that God was up to with our ministry and our family, and just what the next steps were for us.
And we had a wonderful privilege of just being able to wake up every morning and see the sunrise and see the mountains and just be able to be together as a family. It was a very refreshing time. We were able to do family devotions on the rocks as we overlooked Pikes Peak. And really, there are no words to describe what an amazing experience that was and how important it was for our family before returning to the field.
We were looking for a place where we could go, and you know how ministry is. Everything costs so much, so that you provided a place for us that we could meet and be together as a team was so meaningful for us.
Not just the location, but the company, because Ryan and Julie made themselves available for encouragement. They came and spent an evening singing and playing guitar with us. They got to know our kids and loved on them. It was really much more so than just a restful time, but it was a renewing and a refreshing of the spirit, where we made some great friends, and to today we still have contact with them and are recipients of their caring and their love ministry on behalf of those that serve.